The most influential person in my life is probably my mom. She ran track when she was in high school, and so I've sort of followed in her footsteps in that regard, and she's pushed me to be the best that I can in both track and academics.
Most people don't know that I actually like to paint and draw, and I have paintings all over my room that I've done.
I think most people don't know that before I was a cheerleader, I was a gymnast, and when I moved to Greater Lawrence High School, I decided to join cheerleading to make friends and meet new people, and I ended up loving the sport.
One of the most memorable moments was at practice for volleyball. My friend Kaylin and I were playing around, and she dove on her stomach like a penguin when we were passing, and it was pretty funny. So.
Where do I see myself in 10 years? I'd say probably traveling a lot, definitely doing a lot of powder skiing, and being able to use my degree to help with water resource management and whatever other environmental problems there are in 10 years to be able to, just make global change.
A funny moment was during a softball meet. I think it was freshman year, and I had Under Armour on, and it was way too tight. We were during the game, it was the first inning, I walked the first two batters, and my coach was like, "What's going on? Like, you never do this." So she comes out and I said, "I think my Under Armour is too tight." So we had the whole team come into the middle. They started ripping off the Under Armour. It took a while to get it off, but eventually came off.
One of the most memorable moments was my 1,000 points in basketball this year. It was memorable for me because I'm a point guard, so I'm a very unselfish player, and I was still able to achieve that 1,000 points.
One of the most influential people in my life is definitely my mom. She also plays tennis, and I grew up watching her play, learning from her, and also raising my younger brothers as well as me, and I've always admired her bravery.
New Balance Nationals sophomore year, I was running the 800, and right at the halfway point, my hair was in a French braid, and I have a lot of hair, and the elastic fell and it all came undone, so I had to run one more lap with my hair completely covering my face, and I looked like a lion, and then right as I crossed the line, the hair flips in front of my face, I trip and fall right on my face with my hair falling with it, and it was a mess.
In 10 years, I hope to become either a cardiologist or an oncologist, working with cancer patients and either working in a lab or hoping to try and make a form of medicine to help cure cancer. And I also hope with a coaching minor that I can influence young athletes to go out and play their game and just get involved in their community, whether it be recreational or competitively.
One thing that most people don't know about me is that I'm a huge foodie, and I absolutely love going out to restaurants and cooking on my own and baking, and I also love to make a lot of plant-based healthy food, and I like to take pictures and put it on a little Instagram blog that I have.
I think something that most people don't know about me is that I have horses and I can ride them. I just choose not to because when I ride them I tend to fall off of them. One of the most memorable times that I had playing was when I was with my brother, and we played doubles in tennis, and we won the mixed doubles championship in a tournament for the MIAA. And that was an awesome experience, actually. Yeah.
I actually see myself completing vet school and then finding a zoo or finding some place to work in and be a vet.
In 10 years, I see myself traveling a lot, hopefully working with animals or doing some form of service, community service, natural disaster recovery, something similar to that.
Something that people don't know about me is that I am a huge Star Wars fan. So ever since I was little, I've always been interested in all the movies, TV shows, books, action figures, and anything you name it. I could name any character if you listed it off right now from any movie. It's something that I've just always had an interest in with my dad and my brothers. My mom doesn't necessarily like it, but it's definitely something that I've always liked since I was little.
Yeah, I think my most influential person is probably my swim coach. I think one thing he's taught me is to live for something larger. In this case, I think it was the swim team, to kind of live for that swim team and live for the team almost. And I think that extends beyond just sports in general. And so I think he's taught me how to kind of live like that.
10 years from now, I would dream to like be working in the front office of a professional sports team. That'd be from 10 years now. I could see myself doing that. That'd be a goal of mine.
Post high school, I plan to attend Brown University, and at Brown I'm planning to study molecular biology and biochemistry. And while I am there, I plan to play tennis as well, or try out for the team.
My most memorable moment playing football would be winning the MVC championship the past 2 years. It was a great bond, like with all my teammates, and it made great relationships that I'll have forever.
In 10 years, I want to be rich and famous. I don't know. I'm really into math and business, so maybe on Wall Street, something cool like that.